Williams, philosopher, psychologist. Today, as I talk on male menstruation. Male menstruation. Okay. The saying that I put on my Twitter, if you receive that every day on your mobile phone. Male menstruation. Your female partner is menstruating. We males are affected. Don't evoke her. Be a supportive companion. Blood is flowing. What we need to know, and what I know personally, and probably many of you know, that when you companion a female as a male, you also are emotionally involved. You are menstruating, but you're not feeling the pain, in the same way. But don't forget, you're both in this common aura, so be sensitive to what she's going through. Don't intrude on her space, and yet be caring and companionable, and don't put any pressure on. Don't evoke things. And this is much better for her also, because women dealing with their own menstruation, it's a release activity, it's an emotional activity, and it's often a painful suffering that the archetype of the feminine and the body takes the woman through each month. So in the companionship of emotional relating and contact, then when we have the menstruation every month, it affects both the male and female partners, and the two male partners, I don't know about that. There's probably emotional cycles. Or the two female partners, both menstruating. I don't know that either, because I'm a male, but I'm sure that there's the emotional factor involved, and all this flow and feelings. In certain tribal societies, they have say when it's possible living in nature in the village, they have the hut where the females go when they're menstruating, maybe down by the river also, where they can bathe. And so it's a time to be quiet and not work. Work is masculine. Work is goal-oriented. Work is often non-feeling. It can be passionate. But in the feminine, which is masculine, there's flow, there's emotions, there's releasing, there's relating, and there's the price to pay for being the female who has the chance to give birth to a child, to receive the male sperm. So while many women may not be, or a number of them may not be actually giving birth to children, they may be going through the menstrual cycle. So the psychological reason to try and keep going through the menstrual cycle, as some women say, is to experience the emotions of release each month, and to also experience the pain. One thing that in modern society is too easy is to use medications to avoid natural pain. And what this seems to do is weaken the personality from going through natural conflicts and painful things in life, emotional and physical. So the releasing of the menstrual cycle probably has something to do also with the immune system in the female. So when the male goes through this with the female, maybe this also has something to do with regulating his cycle, his emotional cycle as well. So the real contact between two people is not just physical. If they're really lovers and compatible, then they have their emotional blending also. So I'm just saying that men realize that the woman's menstrual cycle also affects us, and that we can go through something together, and don't try to take over or get in the way of what the woman is feeling, but be very supportive as you can be supportive, and don't ignore the woman or the pain, and don't ignore your own feelings. What can men feel while the woman is menstruating? The blood is flowing. Well, this is like, oh my God, the body is going through a huge releasing thing, and it shows the deep vulnerability that we are living in a body, and men may tend to close off from their bodies, from the sensations of their bodies, and from the feelings and the emotions, because men tend to identify with the masculine and be goal-oriented and achievement-oriented. Work, 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 work. Even if you pride yourself on being a good lover and companion to the woman, don't run off to your work and your separate life when your woman friend is menstruating, and be a companion to her. Go through, let go of this outer-oriented quick work thing and achieving and meeting. You could say, hey, I'm not going to meetings today. My woman companion is menstruating, and so I'm emotionally affected as well. We're just going to take it easy. We're going to just be with things and be sensitive to each other and check in with each other. As the hours go by in the day, we're just going to not intrude on her and not try and take over or create solutions for her. We're going to let and be with her. We're going to be present without trying to solve the problem. Men try and solve problems. Let problems alone sometimes. Just go with them and let them work themselves out. So, male menstruation. Did I trick you a little bit on that title? Well, if you're a male in companionship with a female, and at the younger ages, of course, but then there is the menopause, and there is as older men and women, there's also a lot of emotional stuff. Be sensitive to each other's emotional cycles. This is Strephon Kaplan Williams. Have the day you are meant to have. And visit us if you want more stuff, more consciousness stuff. There's one card, The Writer's Interface, teaching how to write books. And here's DreamWorks Circle, how to work with your dreams. And here's StrepHonSays.com. This is where many of my teaching videos are listed, and also I'm just started on YouTube, and so I'm listing stuff there too. Bye for now.